how much of that pain do you let your stakeholders sit in until they're able to make a change? Because we know a lot of times, sometimes things don't change, people don't change unless there's a really painful situation. So maybe you could share a little bit about your thinking around those pain points or headaches, and how much you let them sit in those pain points, or how much you try to convince them ahead of time, boy, you're going to have this pain point, we can fix that now. Jake, do you have a thought there?
Yeah, the quickest answer is as long as it takes. At the end of the day, no one can take change lightly. And if, your team, your program can recognize that change is needed, again, to go, whether it's enterprise goals, your own performance goals, team goals, at the end of the day, you need to change, or else that's going to be a look on you, as the leader, as the program. So it is painful. You do get nasty emails all the time, and things are getting escalated to leadership of, this is happening, this is broken. But at the end of the day, it is far easier to make the change, pitch the change, get buy-in from the change, because now you can finally say, we can relieve that amongst all these other things. So I can't really give a specific number, how long, but really as long as it takes to get the buy-in before things break and it's on you.
Yeah. So yeah, and I think it's situational, where it depends on the situation before you can really think about it. But I appreciate your sharing your thinking about how that works. I wanted to again follow up.
If I can add to that too, though, Jeff, right? I think one of the things if you're really considering change, one of the fortunate parts about it is that your business has already been sitting in their pain as it is, right? They've already been in this pain point. They might not know it. And that's one of the interesting points that you can bring to the table, is that here's a solution for you that's going to dramatically decrease your manual workload, right? I mean, and sometimes they might not necessarily understand where they are from a pain point, and you get to expose them to a solution that they didn't know existed. So I think that you're in a bit of a unique position if you're thinking about it from an extended workforce or contingent labor mindset, is that they don't, in a lot of ways, might not know what's available to them to fix these pains that they have. So you kind of get a lot of benefit of that, of leading in that example, to show them, hey, I want to solve this pain point for you. You don't know it's a pain point, but let me show you why it is, and let me show you how we solve it. So
yeah, I think that's a really good point. And Jake brought something about the emails going to leaders and executives, and so I think that's just kind of underscoring the importance of developing those executive relationships, not just because you need approvals and spend, but if they see the change or the pain that's coming with the lack of change, sometimes that can help. They can help certainly cover a situation, but also can make the case from a different direction. And so that's kind of underscoring the importance of that network around making the change.